Okay, I just wanted to do a quick video to start a poll. Because my most watched video, far and away, in the last 2 years has been part 2 of my comparison between the classic K-bar and the Becker BK series, specifically featuring the BK7. Now, I also got some very specific criticisms in that video that I think cross over into any time I do a video on a fixed blade knife. And I think some of the very specific criticisms on the BK7 kind of illustrate where that's coming from. And the criticisms are that even though I've had this thing for over 10 years, it doesn't look abused to hell, so obviously I haven't used it. Well, two things you have to take into account. One, I take care of my knives like I take care of my swords. So yeah, I am gentle with them and careful with them, and if they start taking any abuse, I'll do whatever I can to clean it up. This one's held up pretty well. But the second thing, I just may not be that guy. For the last 19 years, I've worked the same job, which is social work, so mostly, being a bureaucrat, as it were. And in that, I've been on call 24/7 most of the time. I don't get vacations. And in the last 2.5 years, since I got hurt and COVID started, I haven't even left the condo, other than to go get groceries. Going back even further, I realize it's probably been more than 22, 23 years since I've even been camping. I just haven't had the opportunity to do more than, say, a brief day hike in the woods. Now, I have put this to use in the life that I have, which means cutting packaging, cardboard, rope, and yeah, some wood carving and some prying. But again, I'm kind of gentle with it. So you're not going to see the kind of mangling that you see in somebody that does survival woodcraft, bushcraft, stuff like that. But I'm thinking, here's the poll. If you want to see me mangle, abuse, destroy this knife, let me know. Now, I would be sad because I do like the knife, and it is a version that you're not able to get anymore, and you can tell by the finish and the stamped in markings versus the laser etch markings. I don't like the newer versions, and they are twice as expensive as this, so I would not replace it. But maybe that means I don't really love it, because I never did buy those special scales for it, did I? So, I'll leave it up to you. Now, it's not going to be an out in the woods kind of pressure test. It's going to be, well, what I do. And I guess that would be most similar to, say, a Matthew Jensen style destructive test. And if there's anything left of the knife when it's done, maybe I'll see what I can make out of it, and that'll be another video. But let me know what you think. Should I push this thing to failure?